Hi, everyone. Terry V. Harrison here with Team Referral Network Virtual Chapters, introducing you to another one of our amazing V team members from around the world. I am just so delighted to have William Brown with me. Hi, William. Great to have you here.
Oh, great to be here. Even at night, right?
Well, let's confess. Let's confess. So, because of our time zone differences, it's awfully late for William, and
Absolutely.
he made this appointment, in a decent time for me. And so bless you, my friend. Bless you for being up late to see me. This is what happens when we have a global business. This every once in a
Absolutely.
while we stretch a little bit, and the good news is we get to choose those times or not choose those times.
Absolutely. It's
So
definitely
if
worth
it's
it.
oh, I think it's worth it. And next time I'll stretch my calendar for you. How about
Okay.
that? Is that a
Right.
deal?
That's a deal.
Awesome. So let me introduce y'all a little bit more to William. So William Brown is a self-awareness coach. He's a transformational leadership consultant. He's coming to us from South Carolina in the United States. You can find him online at iamwilliambrown.com. So William, I
Yes.
know that you have lots of things you're doing. I know you have a heart to serve people. Tell us a little bit more about what you're up to in the world.
Wow. What I'm up to in the world is, I would say, giving people permission to be themselves, but it's like we
Mm.
already have permission. Someone asked me the other day if what I do is like shadow work, right?
Mm.
And it's like, and I said, no, not really. It's denial work. I believe that there are things right in front of us that because of circumstances and relationships and how we show up in the world, we just ignore.
Mm.
And I think the more that we get aware of how we're showing up and the environments that we're in and how we want to show up in the world, then we can make a difference in the world. And so
Mm.
that's the work. The thing that I really feel called to do is just say, hey, you're an amazing person. Start living your life. Stop letting other people decide how you're going to show up in the world. That's what self-awareness is all about.
Oh, it's so good. It's just and so important because there's so many people out there that want to do great things and they're holding themselves back, right?
Right,
Right.
right.
Yeah. Our audience is going to watch what we're up to today. They're primarily business owners. So if you had a couple top things that you love to share with business owners
Right.
so that they can get to know you better or just hear from you in this moment, what would they be? I'd love to hear them.
Right. A lot of my clients are solopreneurs and small business owners, and I have a conversation around labels,
Mm.
and living beyond our labels and working beyond our labels, and what I tell them is that they are more than the entrepreneur. Even
Mm.
though that's an important label to have, that's showing up that way in your business. And how can you be yourself within your organization when um, when you show up in your work or for your clients? Don't just show up as the entrepreneur, as a solopreneur, as this way of being in the way you think you should. What's the value proposition is you.
Mm.
And so the more that you kind of figure it out for yourself and recognize the difference, then you're not your ideas, you're not your business, you're you.
Mm.
And through that, I help people really just kind of create what they want to create, what they feel that's important. And I think most of the times when we get stuck, is we get stuck in somebody else's identity, someone's other way of living their life or running their business. Because there's so many people out there that 5 steps to this, 4 steps to that,
Yep.
and so it's like when it's like it works for them but it's not working for me because that's not your path. And the more
Mm.
that you're able to really embrace who you are and what difference you can make because of your experience, because of your desires, because of your passion, then you can show up fully in the world and in your business. So that's what I tell business owners.
Mm. Such good stuff. And we are constantly bombarded, aren't we?
Yeah.
with all the things, my inbox. Hey, do this, do that, do this, do that. And it's hard to weed through it. Oh, may I share? This isn't about me, but
Absolutely.
recently, like my inbox was like totally overwhelming to me. Okay. I had had stuff for years, thousands of emails. And so I took some time and completely, I mean, beyond spring cleaning, I'm talking Marie Kondoed that thing. And I let go of subscriptions
Wow.
that I've had for years, right? And now every day I'm cleaning out the junk and continuing, so that what I'm getting is just the fresh and the new and what's right for my path now,
Right.
and watches and managing that messaging that's all coming to me. And it's been so good. So when I say that to you, what does that bring up that you might want to say? Because I bet I'm not the only
Oh,
business owner. I bet I'm not the only business owner that has had that situation. And like I've been carrying those emails, some of them for 6 years. Oh, and
oh,
some of my
right.
subscriptions for way longer.
Right.
But
Wow.
but yeah. So what do you, I know I'm not the only one. What does that bring
Absolutely.
to mind for you to speak to business owners about?
Oh, it's like business owners and myself. There is, I say on, in my coaching and on a show that I have that I have an unhealthy relationship with consistency. And and there are so many things at that we sign up for, that we believe that is going to make a difference, and it did, and now it's not. But we know that it's good information, but
Yeah.
it's still something that we want to have. And and I invite people, just like you said, to be present. Where am I on my journey right now? Most of the times that things that have come through our emails and that we've signed up for and some training, we have it. We might not have it like forefront, but it's there. And there are, I find this many times with, I'm in my 50s. And so every once in a while, some songs from the 80s and 90s will just pop up. And it's like, I didn't even like this song when I was a kid, and I know all the lyrics. And
Mm,
that's how we show up in our work, and we don't feel that we have all the information, or we need to have it. We need to have it um, around, and then it becomes, you know a mess, junk, weight, distractions, all of those things that then we avoid, and we kind of spend all that energy, and it's not making us present. I would say, um, there's a saying that you can't be in more places than, more than one place at a time.
mm,
And, I used to believe that. I don't believe that anymore. The fact is, many times we we're not in one place, which is present. Right? We're in our past, we're in our future, we're next, we're everywhere else but right now. And I
yeah.
think if we can adapt that to our our emails, our correspondence, that where am I right now? What do I need right now? That's when the energy that to really make a difference. And I think, I do a digital detox, and I just
Mm,
invite people to just have a relationship with their technology. Technology isn't gone anywhere, right? But
yeah.
when technology gets in the way of you being you,
Yeah.
then you're addicted, then you're all that, then you're distracted, then it's doing all the other things, that it's no longer a tool. Could you imagine walking around with a hammer all day? you know because I might need this hammer later on today.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, that's how we treat our technology, that's how we treat our inbox, and it's like,
Mm,
it's not needed. We use it for the purpose, let it go. And I think a lot of people would really benefit from just looking at what's going on in the last month, and what's
mm,
going on in the last, in the last quarter. Let's just say quarter. If it's
yep.
not in the last quarter, and it's in your inbox, it's gone. And
Yeah.
it's like, it seems very crazy, but that's why I believe that we're not aware. We don't have the self-awareness that is needed because there's so many things that still have our
Mm,
attention.
yeah.
And I had a coach tell me once before that the reason why we can't honor our intentions is because we don't understand what has our attention. And it's
Oh,
like
wow.
there are so many things that have our attention and that we give our attention to that keeps us from really being intentional in our business and in our life.
Mm.
And I think starting with your inbox, that's a great first start. And then we
You
can look
know,
at some other
yes,
things.
it's been good. And thank you for mentioning that. And what I love about our discussion, because everyone, we didn't know where we were going when we started, is just learning where you're coming from and seeing how you talk about it and how you teach. I love that. I love that. So, in a related manner, so
Thank you.
we moved to Singapore from Southern California. It's almost 4 years ago in June.
Wow.
And about 5 weeks before my international move, my phone died, or I don't know, my something happened with my phone and it was
Right.
unfixable.
Right. Wow.
And it was one of the greatest gifts I was given because I decided, I mean, I wanted to wait and buy a new phone here and get on the Singapore plan, right? So
Right.
that last 5 weeks, William,
Wow.
I was given a gift. Like I was running around doing all the things you can imagine, my to-do list. And like I had my iPad and my laptop still, and like when
Right.
I could, I would like log into Wi-Fi maybe and check a message on my iPad going and coming with business and stuff. But what a gift I was given, because I had to be present.
Hmm.
And at first I thought, oh, I'm never going back. Well, that didn't take long to go back.
Right.
But even just like at the airport, okay, you're at the airport, everyone else is down in their phone. You're the only one looking around. Like it
Right.
was almost surreal. It
Right.
was almost surreal. But yes, if we could be more intent. I love even that you are a self-awareness coach. Just being aware of that, or like I when you're out with your family, when you're out
Right.
with people you care about, put the dang thing away.
Right. Right. It's there is, and that's it's kind of interesting when I talk about technology because technology before I started doing self-awareness coaching, I was a technology consultant.
Mm.
And I was successful until I wasn't, right? But
Yep.
there was this the transition was that I see a consultant as, someone who is concerned with the system and, in the organization. And a coach is more the individual, the people, that type of thing. And there were so many times that people would say that, well, I want you to come in because quote unquote technology is the problem. But I
Mm,
would see that no, it's a people problem. There's
mm,
there's how you're relating to your technology. What's how what you think is important and how it's just showing up in your organization is causing the challenges that you're having. And I think that's what the digital detox is the workbook is all about is just you creating a personal tech plan and you
yep.
just saying, just like you said, when I'm with my family at this time, I'm not on. I only check my emails at this time. My inbox doesn't have more than 50 messages. I mean,
Yeah.
you can decide, right? And I think too often we feel like this is an information age and we just kind of like just take it, right?
Yeah.
We
Yeah. And we
Google
don't
and just
have
kind of take it,
to. And we
right? And
don't
we
have
don't.
to.
And we can decide and we can do that. And I think that's why a lot of times business owners and small business and solopreneurs, they get so overwhelmed
Yeah.
with what they know, what they want to do, and all the information that's coming in and that processing. And if you don't decide for yourself, you'll be eaten alive. There is in the study that that there is you know small businesses that fail before 5 years or something. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
around that time. When you look into those numbers, the the main reason why businesses fail is because of lack of information. And I thought that was fascinating There's some
Wow.
information that they felt that they needed that they couldn't get because they were, too busy doing something, doing things, going, not dealing with their emails, right? Not dealing with all of
Yeah.
the other things that are
Yeah.
happening. And it's like, until we as business owners and solopreneurs really take control of the information and how we're going to show up in our business, and really with no judgment, right?
Hmm.
Then we can be around, then we can be sustainable, then we can find partnerships and relationships to forward what we're doing, because we're not doing this alone, right?
Right.
And I think that's the one thing that I like about you know V team, right? It's
Mm.
like, I have a team, I have an international team, right?
Yes.
I have people that are in support of what I'm trying to do all over the world, and that I can be a part of that for other people. And I
Yes.
think that's really what I want to focus on and get aware of, so that I can be everything that all the team members can need to grow.
Yeah.
And
It's amazing. It's amazing. So I love where our conversation went, and I want to invite our listeners, those watching, if you're resonating with William, I want to invite you to connect with him. Tell us about what's the latest with you
right.
and how they can find you. And I'm sure there are going to be some people who are like, yes, I want to chat more. I want to get to know him more. So tell us how we can find you.
Right. I make it very, very easy, William Brown. So it's like, the website is, iamwilliambrown.com. On social media, I'm William Brown. You can find me on LinkedIn, and, I am William, on LinkedIn. But there's a number of things there. You can have a complimentary coaching session just to see how coach and everything like that. And then there's also, like I said, a number of different programs, because I put together a lot of different things, because self-awareness is very personal, right? There's a study that starts off, it says 95% of the people believe that they are self-aware,
Mm.
until you ask them, well, how? And then it goes down to 15%, right?
Yeah.
Because it's that after that.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, but I just thought that was, so when it's like, oh, self-aware, oh yeah, that's important, and I'm self-aware. Most of us are self-aware until we're not, right? And that is, I want to do whatever I can to keep people in the conversation of being self-aware. And so the more that you're aware, the more that you're present, the more that you can make a difference in the world, and that's it. And make decisions, be in your life. And so, from the digital detox, from the discovering you, from happy today, a meditation thing that I do, um, and and living beyond the labels. I have a 12-week program for that. There's just a number of different ways that people can stay in the conversation to see who they are, and just be okay with that. There's many times that people say, be you. It's like, okay, well, who am I today? Right. Right.
Yeah.
And do
Right.
that. But yeah, I am William Brown. You'll find me. The only place that I'm not I am William Brown is on Twitter. I don't have the O, and the guy's not even active, but he just has the name, and it's
Mm.
like, right. So, but yeah, I am William Brown is the best way to find me.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, I've loved our conversation, loved having some time with you. And now you have me really thinking. I hadn't thought about the weeks that my phone was broken for a long time. So it's always a good reminder of what am I doing now? How am I
Right,
showing up now? Yeah.
right.
Yep.
And,
And yep. So
and the wonderful thing is, you don't have to wait until your phone breaks to make that decision. You
no,
can
it's a
just do it.
choice.
Right.
You
You
just
can
put it
do it.
away.
Right.
You
And
put it away.
it'll be waiting for you. Right. Right.
It will be waiting for me. All the messages. Yep. 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 So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for our time. For those listening and watching, I hope that you were able to really take in what we were talking about today. I think it's so important for us we feel so overwhelmed. We have all these things coming at us, but to a point, we do have that choice. Not to a point. We have a choice. We
We
have a
have a
choice
choice.
of what's coming to us, how it comes to us, and how we take it. So I want to wish everyone a fabulous rest of your day, rest of your evening. William Brown, thank you so much.
Blessings. Thank you.
Yes, blessings. Talk to you soon.